for you personally, because sometimes it comes to the fact that we as applicants, we want to go to a very cool company, a very huge company, usually an MNC, a multinational company. But sometimes it comes to the fact that when you come to the company, you work for several weeks and you don't feel very comfortable in this company. Maybe it's because of your team, maybe because of the atmosphere, maybe because of the task that you're doing, but basically it's all going around the culture. And some companies is when you come there and you feel like you're at home. So this is very important for you to understand if you are a fit for this company and if this company is also a fit for you. So it's kind of like two-sided relationship in this point. The next part is to apply for internships that fit your profile for at least 90%. So what I mean by this, you have to be very careful about what you're applying for. So currently, as far as I see on the job market for internships, the companies are writing out very clearly what they want from the candidate. And you have to be sure that you are complying with at least 90%. What is at least 90%? By this, I mean, for example, if there is some point like it is better for you to know Python when it's like preferred, then if you do not know it, it's okay, but it's better that you know it. So this is what I mean by 90%. It doesn't mean like if the company requires you to speak fluent Chinese and you don't, you only speak like basic Chinese and you apply, this is not like 90%, that's like 70%. So you have to be sure that you comply with the language requirements of the internship. Some internships require you to speak fluent Chinese, some do not. Some will, for example, on Chinese market, if we talk about German companies, some companies will require you to speak fluent German rather than Chinese. So you have to be really sure about this point. Also the tech skills, if it requires you, for example, to be Excel, it doesn't mean that you just have to know how to input the information into Excel. It has you have to know how to use formulas. You have to know how to use Excel to analyze the data. It's a bit another level. So if you just know how to input the information, doesn't mean that you're fluent in it. So also be sure about it, because some companies, they will do some tasks. They will give you this kind of information and ask you to analyze, and you may just bump into a very awkward situation that you are not able to do that. Also your previous experience. If the company requires you to have the experience in consulting and you don't, then do not apply. If the company requires you to have the experience in venture capital and you do not apply. Just because when they ask you to have this, it means that your job is connected to what this previous experience should have taught you before, so that the team members do not have to spend their time that they can put on the task to teach you something that you are kind of supposed to know. So that's why you have to be really sure about your credentials before you actually apply for something. Also, as to additional materials, I see that this question is a rather important one. So along with the CV, we usually would have some additional materials. Some companies, especially consulting, they will have a kind of cover letter requirement. Some they do not require, but they would say like, oh, it's better if you do have it. So yes, it's better that you do have it. Also, if we have additional materials like awards, if we have some slides or reports that are relevant, it's better to also zip them all together into one archive and send it over together with your CV. Why you should do that? It's because, for example, if you apply for some job position that requires you to have, for example, the ability and the knowledge of what to do with the slides or how to do the slides, and you just write, yeah, hi, I'm very good at doing the slides. It's not how it works. Like, it's better that you can show some works that you have been doing previously, so that the company HR manager can understand that yes, he or she knows what he is doing. Yep, I'm so sorry, that's my friend. So yeah, this is towards the additional materials. And the last one is commitment. So this is also a very important part. I don't think it's a very big problem for foreigners. It is more an issue for Chinese students when they apply for internship, but still some foreigners also have this kind of problem. So basically, if the job description requires you to work 4 days per week, it means that you have to work 4 days in between Monday and Friday, not 4 days in between 7 days. So if you cannot comply because of your schedule at school or because of your other part-time commitments, just don't apply, because the company, when they take you for an internship, your team is going to have some um, amount of work that they want to share with you. They're going to have the deadline. So you do not want to be the person who is lagging the team behind because you, oh my God, I have like exams. Oh my God, I have a class. It doesn't work like that. If you cannot commit or be sure that you may do at least like the least amount of days that is required, better to postpone the application till the next semester or when you are feeling more comfortable. So this is for the first part. How to make your CV stand out. We're going to be really quick here. It's just a matter of fitting the market and fitting the job. So the CV should be prepared accordingly to every company's requirements. What I mean by here, every company's requirements, sometimes we do a very big thing, which I am sure it's mostly connected to being lazy or too busy. We just make one CV and we just drop it into all the companies that we apply for. From my personal experience, this is not how it is working. For every company, for every job description, there are different requirements that you have to use your CV to show. So your CV, you have to think of your CV, it's not just like a paper, it's rather a tool for you to show yourself, to show your abilities and your best parts. So you have to use this tool as the most, because this is the first crucial step for the HR manager to actually see you among like 100 people. For the CV, you have to have a clear structure. And for Chinese market, it's desirable that you have a professional photo. If you feel not comfortable, it's also okay not to put it, but like it's better to have it. What I mean by clear structure, for internship CVs, you have to put your, you can look at the example on the right. You have to put your CV's photo and your name and your contact information at the very up. Sometimes companies will ask you to specify on your CV your availability. So for example, if you're available 4 days per week, you have to put it on the upwards, like next to the email. I don't have it on this example, but sometimes the companies do require this, so you can put it there so that the company HR manager, when she or he only opens up your CV, they're going to be able to grasp this information really quickly and know, okay, this person can comply with our requirements for the timing. Afterwards, we'll have education with the latest education. So your current education at the upwards and your previous ones like chronologically down to the bachelor degree usually. We do not really put the schools, high schools. We also would not put some Chinese language programs or anything like that. Unless you see a really big value in it. So you have to be also understanding what you actually want to share with the HR manager. So if you see the value in it, you can put it. Also, your CV should not be more than 1 page. This is very crucial because no one is going to look through a 3, 4, 5 page CV. Like the HR managers, they have to work from 9 till 6 and they don't want to take more time to look at your CVs. So be sure to be concise in what you are stating on your CV. Play with the margins of the documents, play with the layout, make sure that you have only 1 page and it has all the information that you want to put on it. Also for CV, it's better that you have both English and Chinese versions. If you do not speak Chinese, I would recommend you to find a Chinese friend or use some services online, or it doesn't really matter, like so that it's credible to still have your CV in Chinese version. Just put it second, and they both have to be in one file. So it should be a PDF file of 2 pages. Usually for Chinese market, the first page is Chinese, second is English. If it is an international company in China, the first page will be English, second is Chinese. Or if you are a foreigner who does not speak Chinese, you in any case have English version first, and then you have Chinese version, and you have to state in the language skills part that you do not speak Chinese, but you prepare the CV like kind of for the convenience of the HR manager. So we do not use Word documents. We do not use, no way we use the images like JPG or PNG to send to the HR managers, or just like, copy paste it into the email box when you are typing the email. It doesn't work like that. We have a PDF file. Be sure to be like that. For the education part, you have to put like this common information on your school, your major, of course, your location, and don't forget to put your grade point average, the GPA. It's very important in China. I'm pretty sure that almost all of you know. You have to put it like, on this example, we have 93.2 out of 100. As to my knowledge, most of Chinese universities use the GPA system under 4.0. So you can put, for example, my GPA is 3.7 out of 4.0. So don't just put like GPA 3.7